Imagine a peaceful day. Birds sing, children play. Suddenly the ground lurches, buildings sway violently, the earth groans and roars, splitting open. This is the terrifying reality of an earthquake, a sudden and violent shaking of the ground that can transform a serene landscape into a scene of chaos and destruction in the blink of an eye. Earthquakes remind us of the immense power hidden beneath our feet. They are a stark demonstration that our planet is not a static, unchanging sphere, but a dynamic system in constant motion. The forces that drive these seismic events are awe-inspiring in their scale and intensity, capable of reshaping the very ground we stand upon. Yet, as destructive as they are, earthquakes are also a testament to the resilience of life itself. Amidst the ruins, stories of survival and hope emerge, reminding us of the enduring spirit of humanity. In this exploration of earthquakes, we will delve into the science behind these powerful events and examine the profound impact they have on our world and the people who inhabit it. At the heart of every earthquake lies a fascinating geological ballet, a dance of immense forces that shape the very surface of our planet. To understand it, picture the Earth's outermost layer not as a single solid shell, but as a mosaic of giant moving pieces called tectonic plates. These plates are like puzzle pieces, fitting together to form the Earth's crust. These plates, some as large as continents, float atop the Earth's molten mantle, constantly jostling and bumping into each other like bumper cars in a cosmic amusement park. The movement is slow, often just a few centimeters per year, but over millions of years it adds up to significant changes. Most of the time, these interactions are slow and subtle, imperceptible to us on the surface. The ground beneath our feet seems stable and unchanging, but in reality it's in constant motion. But sometimes the pressure between these colossal plates becomes too great, and they lurch past each other with a sudden, violent release of energy. This energy is what we feel as an earthquake, a reminder of the dynamic nature of our planet. This release of energy travels through the Earth as seismic waves, shaking the ground and causing the phenomena we know as earthquakes. These waves can travel vast distances, affecting areas far from the original site of the quake. The Earth's tectonic plates are in perpetual motion, driven by the immense heat emanating from the planet's core. This heat causes convection currents in the mantle, which in turn drive the movement of the plates. This relentless dance has shaped our planet over millions of years, creating mountains, valleys, and even the continents themselves. The Himalayas, for example, were formed by the collision of the Indian and Eurasian plates. And while earthquakes may seem like sudden and unpredictable events, they are merely a dramatic manifestation of this ongoing geological process. Each quake is a reminder of the powerful forces at work beneath our feet, constantly reshaping the world we live in. The energy released during an earthquake is staggering, often dwarfing the power of even the most destructive human-made explosions. To put this into perspective, consider that a magnitude 8 earthquake releases energy equivalent to over 6 million tons of TNT. That's hundreds of times more powerful than the atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima. This immense energy travels through the Earth in the form of seismic waves, radiating outward from the earthquake's point of origin deep beneath the surface. These waves cause the ground to shake violently, sometimes for minutes at a time, and can travel vast distances, causing tremors thousands of kilometers away. The destructive power of an earthquake is a testament to the immense forces at work within our planet. It is a stark reminder that for all our technological advancements, we are still at the mercy of nature's awesome power. But it also highlights the ingenuity and resilience of humanity, which has developed ways to understand, predict, and mitigate the risks posed by these powerful events. Section 4. When plates collide. Earthquakes are not random events, but are concentrated along the boundaries of tectonic plates, where the Earth's crust is most active. These boundaries are the meeting points of massive slabs of the Earth's lithosphere, which are constantly in motion. The energy released during an earthquake is a result of the stress that builds up as these plates interact with each other. These boundaries come in 3 main types: convergent, divergent, and transform boundaries, each with its own unique characteristics and earthquake potential. Understanding these types helps scientists predict where earthquakes are likely to occur and how powerful they might be. At convergent boundaries, 2 plates collide head-on, like titans clashing in a battle for supremacy. This collision can create towering mountain ranges and deep ocean trenches, reshaping the Earth's surface dramatically over millions of years. The immense pressure generated by this collision can cause one plate to be forced beneath the other in a process called subduction. Subduction zones are often associated with intense seismic activity and volcanic eruptions, as the descending plate melts and forms magma. This process is responsible for some of the most powerful earthquakes ever recorded, as well as the formation of volcanic mountain ranges. The Ring of Fire, encircling the Pacific Ocean, is a prime example of an area with numerous subduction zones and frequent seismic activity. Divergent boundaries, on the other hand, are areas where two plates move apart, creating new crust as magma rises from the mantle to fill the gap. This process is a continuous cycle of creation and renewal, contributing to the dynamic nature of our planet's surface. This process, known as seafloor spreading, is responsible for the formation of mid-ocean ridges and is typically associated with smaller, less destructive earthquakes. These mid-ocean ridges are underwater mountain ranges that stretch for thousands of kilometers, marking the boundaries where new oceanic crust is formed. Finally, transform boundaries occur where two plates slide past each other horizontally like cars passing on a highway. These boundaries are characterized by strike-slip faults, where the motion is predominantly horizontal. The friction between these plates can be immense, and when it is suddenly released, it can trigger powerful earthquakes, such as those that occur along the San Andreas Fault in California. This fault is one of the most well-known transform boundaries and has been the site of numerous significant earthquakes throughout history. Section 5. Fault lines, cracks in the Earth's armor. Imagine a crack in a pane of glass, a line of weakness where the glass is most likely to break under pressure. This is akin to a fault line in the Earth's crust, a fracture or zone of fractures where tectonic plates meet and where most earthquakes occur. Faults are not static features but zones of ongoing deformation where the Earth's crust is constantly being pulled, stretched, and compressed by the movement of tectonic plates. Over time, these stresses can cause the rock along a fault to break, releasing energy in the form of seismic waves and generating an earthquake. The type and severity of an earthquake are often determined by the type of fault involved. Strike-slip faults like the San Andreas Fault involve horizontal movement, while dip-slip faults involve vertical movement. Thrust faults, a type of dip-slip fault, are responsible for some of the most powerful earthquakes as they involve the upward movement of one block of rock over another. Section 6. Measuring the might of quakes. Earthquakes are not all created equal. They can occur in diverse environments, from bustling cities to remote wilderness areas, and their impact can be just as varied. Their power and destructiveness can vary dramatically, from barely perceptible tremors that gently shake the leaves on trees, to catastrophic events that level entire cities, leaving behind a trail of devastation. To quantify this power, scientists use scales like the Richter scale and the moment magnitude scale to measure the energy released during an earthquake. These tools are essential for understanding the true might of these natural phenomena. The Richter scale, developed in the 1930s by Charles F. Richter, is a logarithmic scale. This means that each whole number increase on the scale represents a tenfold increase in wave amplitude, making it a powerful tool for measuring earthquake intensity. So, a magnitude 7 earthquake is 10 times more powerful than a magnitude 6 earthquake. This exponential increase highlights the dramatic difference in energy release between seemingly close magnitudes, and 100 times more powerful than a magnitude 5 earthquake. This scale helps us grasp the immense power that even a small increase in magnitude can represent. The moment magnitude scale, a more modern measure, is based on the total energy released by an earthquake and is considered a more accurate measure for larger earthquakes. It takes into account the physical properties of the fault and the seismic waves produced. It is also a logarithmic scale, so each whole number increase represents a significant jump in energy release. This scale is particularly useful for comparing the energy release of very large earthquakes. These scales allow scientists to quantify the power of earthquakes and to compare the severity of different events. By understanding these measurements, we can better prepare for future earthquakes and mitigate their potential damage. They also provide a basis for understanding the potential damage an earthquake of a given magnitude might cause, helping to inform disaster preparedness and mitigation efforts. This knowledge is crucial for developing strategies to protect lives and property in earthquake-prone areas.